most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapist on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, after stroke, or CVA, which is cerebral vascular accident,
Sure.
we're going to show you walking and balance exercises you can do at home. Very important. Because
Right.
falling can be very harmful, as we know, Brad.
As well as just returning back to a normal walking pattern that you'd like to have. And this is not just for stroke or CVA. It could be anybody who has a balance issue. They work for that as well.
All right, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us because we provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to want to join us on our social media channels because we are always giving something away every week. And this week, what is it, Brad? Hint.
Oh, the SleepOvation mattress.
Yes, and this is it right here, a sampling of it. The mattress is a lot bigger than this.
They're standard sizes.
Yeah, but it's got 700 tiny mattresses. Very comfortable, very good for pain relief. It's also got the air channels here to help cool the mattress down a little bit, right?
Yep, very unique.
All right. BobandBrad.com.
Oh.
And go to the giveaway section and also Facebook.
Right.
Bob and Brad.
The pin on the
pinned on the top of the page. Yep.
I mean, it's not a real pin. It's a picture of a pin.
That's right.
So anyways, we'll get to the balance and exercise. This is something that it costs very little to do, and I think it's well worth it, is to, what I did is I went to Menards, which is a place that sells a big box store, and I just used these are little wooden white
slats.
They're made for trim, and it cost me about $4 to get an 8-foot piece of it, and I cut them into 2 feet lengths.
Yes, it seems like that.
Yeah.
What is that, like a plastic
Just
almost?
a plastic. You can make strips of wood. Then I took some pink tape and put it on there for our visual, so you have a clear visual of what we have. And I made 4 of them. Like I said, about 2 feet long, 20 inches or so. It's not that critical. And I have them down end to end here right now, so I have a straight line for this is our first balance and gait exercise. So, and now what you're going to do is, if you've had a stroke or you're the person that needs the exercise, get a gait belt, and you're going to need another person.
Safety first, by all means here. And you want to make sure that person who's with you does have a hand on the gait belt. Don't just
don't practice these by yourself because they're going to challenge your
That's the idea,
balance.
exactly, and it can cause you to fall.
Right. So this first one, we have a straight line. You could just use a line on the floor. You don't have to use the little, I call them hurdles. If you're having a problem with 1 foot crossing in front or crossing the midline, that's a really big trip hazard.
Scissoring.
Yeah. Big trip hazard. You're going to have your cane with you because I'm assuming you may not need it, but I would start with a cane for sure. Your helper is going to get a hold of that belt, and that gives you a really visual cue. Now, if you had a stroke, you realize that you kind of sometimes neglect things, but a bright color can bring that attention, and it's going to help. And then you're just going to walk.
See how that's going to help you cue into the fact that you don't want to cross the leg over.
And if you cross it, you screwed up the line, so you need to get it back in place, and that's what you want to avoid. And now the thing you can do here is once you feel good going straight, you can always go backwards because you can't see what's behind you, and that forces your proprioception to go to town and get that working. Back like that. Work on the posture, and the person with reminders, look where you're doing, check your posture out, so you're working together all the time. Okay, let's go to the second one.
Okay.
Let go, Bob.
That's all right.
Now this one, we're going to do it, let's do it this way, Bob. There, can you put that one right there?
Yep.
So you just place them this way. There's so many things you can do with such simple tools like these little hurdles made out of cheap
And if you look right next to it, this is why you really don't want to put tape on the floor because that tape never ever comes up again.
Yeah.
So that's what's nice about these.
Right.
You don't have to ruin your floor.
And they give you feedback if your feet don't come up high enough. If you come like that and you made it move.
You know exactly that you didn't clear the floor right.
Exactly. So we're going to start here. And we're going to walk straight ahead.
We'll assume I'm holding on to you.
Right. So you have the person hold on to the gait belt, and you're going to come up. And a lot of times with strokes, you'll get a step 2 pattern.
Right.
And you
also tend to slide 1 foot.
Exactly.
Right.
Oftentimes that involves foot. So this forces you to get up and pay attention to each step. And this will start out slow, and as you do it more and more, I really like this one. It forces the person to do that proper lift up, no sliding, and get through. And this one again, if you feel comfortable and there is someone holding onto your gait belt right behind you, you can go backwards. Make sure the person is looking.
Requires a lot of skill
Right.
to do this.
That's more advanced. Really be
Yeah.
careful. Do that one when you're at that level.
This would actually, and I don't know if you've worked with any of your Parkinson's patients,
Mhm.
patients with Parkinson's. This is a great cue
Yeah,
for them.
Exactly
'Cause
right.
They often have that paucity of movement,
Right.
and they have trouble lifting their legs
Yep.
like they should.
Festination is that
Destination
Yep.
would be another way to
Now
put
you
it.
keep the sticks the same for the next one, and instead of going straight forward, you're gonna go sideways. And this, I really like this one a lot. I've done it with Parkinson's as well as a stroke, and it's here. And again, someone's definitely on
Yeah,
all
I could
these.
see
gonna
that,
be
Brad.
holding
This
you.
would be a great one for that.
And you
Great,
just-
great visual cues, and like you said, the worst thing that happens is you hit it. You
Yep.
know, and it's not going to trip you.
right.
You know, it's not going to cause you to.
But it lets you
fall.
know you didn't lift it up.
Right, exactly. It gives you the feedback right away.
So, and you'll find, especially with a stroke, one direction will probably be quite a bit easier than going the other direction, depending on which side the CVA involved, right or left. So you go back and forth, and all these you're going to do them probably 2 or 3 repetitions at first, back and forth, depending on the level of fatigue. Be safe with your whoever you're working with, or the person has a stroke. The next one, it's just amazing what you
Yeah,
can do
you
with these.
can
We're going to
really-
make a. Was that your knee cracking,
Yeah,
Bob?
my knee
Wow.
cracked. Ever since I was a kid, it cracked.
Oh, sure. I'm sure it happens later in life. Okay. So you make a cross like this. And you'll start in one corner, and again, with someone holding onto the belt, simply forward, to the right, backwards, and to here. And then you can go the other direction. And this is one of those things that it's kind of it's functional, because oftentimes you're not walking straight and right to left. You walk in different
Diagonals.
diagonals and
right.
everything just all mixed up. And it's really nice to, especially in the kitchen, to get functional with this. And you can do the diagonal this
Wow.
way and then back. And it's different. It really is different when you're working with someone. You can see how nice and functional this is.
It's forcing you into patterns that you normally don't think about, but you do come across in life.
Right,
I mean, you
right.
know, you're in your garage and you're trying to get around the junk, and you.
Right, because if you get out of the car and you got to make your way through to
Right.
the door, and some things have been dropped on the floor, perhaps. Now the next one, you make a square, just like this.
Can I call it a box?
A box,
So you can
yes.
think out of the box.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you go in the middle with the box. Well, sometimes it's nicer to use something taller than the cane.
Sure.
So you not feel like you're reaching over. It can keep you up taller. Okay. And this is 5 foot or booyah stick, and anything that is solid, it can't slip on the ground. It has to grip into the
The
ground.
thing I do like about that, just the point you just made, you can work on posture with
Yep,
that. It's going to
right.
hold you up into
Otherwise,
good
you
posture.
get forward into this. Okay. Now this one is strictly a balance exercise. We're going to start here. We're just going to touch the toe in front, touch the toe to the right, and touch the toe to the left. Now, the one going across is by far the most difficult
Yeah,
for
and
most
you may
people.
not be able to do that.
Right. If you only can get to here, you go as far as your body allows and keeping safe. Again, someone will be holding onto your belt, so
And
they're
you go back
protecting
to it
that.
then or not?
Pardon?
Do you
Oh,
step
yes. I'm
back?
sorry. Yeah, I forgot. And you do go back. Now,
Yeah.
the person initially, you're going to have them watch. And if they can start doing this fairly easily when they're visually watching where their foot is, then you pick a point out in front of them, say, look at that point on the wall, and do the same thing. And then you're working their proprioception. That means they can tell where their foot is in space without a visual feedback. which is really important for balance as well as gait and keeping upright.
This is one that, again, you could even do with an athlete,
Yeah,
an advanced athlete, and take away the pole and
right, or, hold it up like this,
and have them working on. If you're working on a knee that's rehabbing,
and then they may reach way out to the side like that.
You can make the square larger.
Yep.
So
with a stroke, that's probably not.
That's
happen.
right. So a lot of different uses of this, Brad. I really, this is a clever idea.
Yeah, it is just handy dandy.
So
very good.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Take care.